Hey, what's up, everyone? So, welcome to our first app we're going to build in generative AI and social media. So, today we're going to build a very simple app where you can take some tweets, drag them into a web page, it'll calculate their engagement, and then show you the top tweets by engagement in a simple table. It's nothing very fancy. And we're going to build the whole thing with vibe coding using a software called Cursor. So, first thing you want to do is make sure you have Cursor installed on your computer and Python installed, because Python, the language you're going to write it in. So first, open your web browser, and let's go to cursor.com. Cursor.com. All right. So from here, I'm already logged in. So let me log out to kind of show you what the main page should look like. So you should see a page like this. So the first thing you want to do is create an account with Cursor. So click sign in here. And then if you don't have an account yet, click sign up. Now this is very important. When you sign up, use your .edu email address because Cursor is free for 1 year for anybody who is a student in a university. So if you have a .edu email address, put it in here and you will get access to Cursor free for a year. All right, so I did that already. So let me just log in here. So log in, continue, sign in. All right, so now it's loading up my dashboard. And the dashboard, the main thing that you're going to see is how much you're using Cursor and your account type. So for me, you see it's Pro Plan. Yours will say Pro Plan or Pro Trial or something like that. But basically, if you did it right, the Pro should be there, which means you have the free access. Okay, so now you have cleared the Cursor account with your .edu email address, which means you don't have free Cursor for a year. Now we have to actually get the Cursor software. So from the dashboard, after you log in, you can click back here to get to the Cursor homepage. Now you have to download the Cursor installer. So if you have a Windows machine, download for Windows. That's very easy. If you're a Mac person, you have to click All Downloads, and then pick the Mac OS Mac Universal Installer and just download it there. Okay. I'm a Windows person, so I would click Download for Windows here. It'll download the Cursor software. Okay. So once you have it downloaded, just open it up and install the software. So I'll go to my download folder here. Pop this folder open. And yeah, here's my Cursor user setup. So go ahead and just double click that and it'll install Cursor on your computer. Okay. All right. So once you have Cursor installed, the next thing you need is the actual Python interpreter to do all the Python stuff we're going to do. So to get the Python, go to just python.org like that. So this is the Python webpage. And from here, you want to pick downloads and then just pick the proper platform you're on. So if you're Windows, you click Windows. If you're Mac, you click Mac. So if Windows people, click Windows. And then you want to get the stable release here, right? Stable release, which is today 3.1.3.5. This is June 11th, 2025. So just click that to download it and actually pick your installer maybe. I think for most of you people, it's going to be the 64-bit installer. So go ahead and just click that to download it. If you're a Mac person, then you would go here, click Mac OS, and you would pick this Mac OS 64-bit Universal 2 installer. And I'll download Python. And then you just go to your downloads folder where I have it here. And there's my Python 3.1.5. Just double click that to install it on your computer. If you're a Mac person, you click this Mac one over there. So that'll install Python on your computer. One thing to keep note when you install Python, if they ever ask you for like putting Python in the system path, just say yes, right? Because you want Cursor in your computer to find Python if it's on your computer. So whatever it says to like give permission, just give it permission. Okay, so now you have Python, now you have Cursor, now you're good to go. So let's now open up Cursor that's installed on our computer. So for me, Cursor is right here on my desktop, so I'll double click that. If you don't have a desktop icon for Cursor, go to your search window and just type in Cursor, and I have it right there. So I'll click that to open Cursor up. All right, so here it comes. All right, and here is cursor. So the first thing you want to do in cursor is you want to open a folder for the app you're going to build. Okay, so for me, I have a folder that I'll open. So open a folder. I think I'll put my app in a folder I created called GenAI Social Media. So just click the folder name once. You'll see the folder name at the bottom here, whatever you clicked, and just do select folder. And now it'll open the folder up in the cursor environment. So to make sure you do it right, if you look on the left side here, there's this file tab there. Oh, don't need that. And the name of the folder should be right there, GenAI Social Media. So that's my folder I picked. Here's all the stuff in the folder. Okay. Now, a couple of things in cursor just to get you familiar with it. So on the right side, it's going to be the AI chat. So here you can like type something to the AI like, hi, how are you? And then it'll call a large language model, which you've selected on your dashboard on the website, and it'll talk to you with that model. So it says, hi, I'm doing well, for thank you, blah, 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 blah. Who cares, right? Now, if this chat thing is like in the way, on the top right here, this is toggle AI pane button. That'll get rid of it. Just click it to bring it back, and kick it away, and bring it back. Same thing for the file panel over here. If that's like in your way, you don't like it, click this other one, toggle primary sidebar, and it'll make it go away and come back, and go away and come back. Okay. Now you can also like make these windows wider and smaller like that, right? Little slide bars there. So I'm making them a little bit small like that. Now there's a middle button here in the top right. It says toggle panel. So if you click that, this thing pops up. So this is your terminal. The terminal is where you run the app from and also install packages from. So you can make a new one by clicking the plus button there. That says new terminal, and I get a brand new one. You see there are all terminals here on this right side, so you can click that one I was talking at, or that one. You can make as many as you want. Also, there's many options here. There's problems, there's output, there's debug console, terminal, and ports. So when you're down here in this bottom panel, make sure terminal is highlighted. We're going to be using that. Okay. All right. So now that you kind of get how, oh, sorry, last part. The middle part here, this is where the code's going to be. This is your code editor. So when you write the code, or more likely when the AI writes the code, it's going to show up in this middle area here. So our code's going to be sitting there. And also the terminal, you can drag it up and down and make it bigger and smaller as we see fit. Okay. So now we've got this all set up. Oh, one more thing. To make sure Python's actually running on your computer, go to a terminal in the bottom here and just type Python. Okay. If you have Python installed on Windows, you should see something like Python pop up, the version number, and 3 little carets here. So if you have that, you're good to go. And to get out of this on Windows, just press Control and Z, and then it'll make that little thing there, hit enter, and you're back to your regular terminal. See like the folder name there, GenAI Social Media. That's how you know you're in it. Now, the command sometimes is Python on Windows. Sometimes it's Py, like that. Yeah, you see Py for Windows also gets you into the Python thing. For Mac people, and I learned this a few days ago, it's actually Python 3 is your command to get you into Python if you're a Mac person. Like if I try Python 3, it's just going to say like, well, it's going to tell me to download Python. So I already have Python, but the command in Windows is Python, Mac is Python 3. All right, so if Python loads for you there, if you do this and you get that little Python thingy, we're good to go. So now let's make the app. So how do you make the app? So we're going to make the app by vibe coding, which means we're just going to tell the AI in natural language what we want the app to do, and then it'll just do it for us. So here is my AI prompt I wrote to build this app. So let's kind of walk through it together slowly. So app maker, make me an app. Okay. So I always start my prompts with that little app maker joke because I like to screw around, but you can start however you want. I would like to make a Streamlit app to analyze tweets. All right. So the first thing is tell it the kind of app I want, right? This is going to be app in Streamlit, the Python app making framework. And I tell it what the app does at a high level. It's going to analyze tweets. Next up, the tweets are in a CSV file with the columns text, favorite count, view count. Okay. So I'm telling it my data is going to be in a particular format of file called a CSV file, which is basically an Excel file with different columns in it. And I tell it the names of the columns in that file exactly. So usually with these AI prompts, you can kind of mess up the spelling of what you're telling it, it'll understand. But for like names of columns in files, you want to be very precise because it's going to write the code based off of these names. So text, all lowercase, favorite underscore count, all lowercase, and view count, all lowercase. Okay, so now I told it what the data format is. Next up, I want to drag the file into the web page. All right, so first thing is the way you're going to get the file is I'm going to either just drag it into you. It's an easy user experience. Then it'll be loaded into a data frame DF. Okay, so now I'm telling it that the type of object I want you to load it into when you load this thing up into your Python code is a data frame. Data frame is what Python basically saves tables. And I tell it for good measure, call that data frame DF in your code. Now, I'll be honest, you don't have to do this. The AI will give it a name that makes sense and it will make the code work fine. For me, I just like calling my data frames DF. I've been doing it for many years. This is just a habit of mine. But it's also good to maybe tell it what to call variables sometimes. Okay. Then I want to calculate a new column engagement, which is the favorite count divided by the view count. So now I'm telling it, do a little math for me, okay? So take your favorite count column and then divide it by the view count. So this is essentially what fraction of the people that saw a tweet clicked the favorite button for it. Now we're going to call this column engagement. Okay, so it's going to add a brand new column to our data frame. Okay. Then I want to rank the tweets by engagement in descending order, right? So show the tweets from the highest engaging to lowest engaging. Then I want to display the tweet text and engagement in a nice table that I can scroll up and down. Okay, so when the user sees the tweets, they're going to be in a table, just the text and the engagement value, and I can scroll up and down to make it easy to sort through the table. And then I told it again, I want the highest engagement tweet on top. I mean, this is kind of redundant, but it doesn't matter with vibe coding. I just felt like I should emphasize that, but I don't think it's that important. Then each time I upload a new CSV file, recompute everything. So if I give it a new file, just redo everything, erase the table, upload the new one, and do it from scratch. And then I give it a title. I want the app to be called or titled Top Tweets. So tell it the name of the app. If you don't give it a name, it'll pick a name for you. I like to just pick the name myself. Next up, cal the app file app underscore tweets.py. So it's actually call, but I make it cal on purpose to show you like typos don't matter. Spelling doesn't matter. The AI understands. All that matters is the vibe. And the vibe is just give it a name for this file. And I tell it call the file app underscore tweets.py. If this is your first time writing Python, the .py is how you know it's a Python file. Like Python, Python, .py is the indicator for a Python file. So app underscore tweets will be the file where the app code sits. And then also include a requirements file. So this file, requirements, is going to tell you what package to install to actually run the app. So if this is your first time doing this, probably the things you need to install aren't installed on your computer. This will tell the AI what to install for you. And just so you know what they are, in this app, since we're dragging in a bunch of tweets into a data frame, you'll need the pandas package that handles data frame stuff in Python. And since you're running the app in Streamlit, you'll need Streamlit package to actually run the app. Okay, so that is our AI prompt for the app. So let's just take this text here, select all of it, okay, and copy it. So for Windows people, Control C. For Mac people, I'll know the command. And then come over to your chat here, back in cursor. And let's make a new chat for this thing, right? So to make a new chat, just come up here and see a little plus button there. It's a new chat. Just click that. And I get a brand new chat here. And in that text box there, I'll paste the entire prompt. So to paste it, you can't like use your mouse, unfortunately, to paste it. You have to like do Control V if you're Windows, or if you're a Mac, whatever the paste command is. Okay, so the whole instructions are there. And now I just hit enter or click the up button. It's up to you. I like hitting enter. And now it's getting to work. So I would just say, I'll create a Streamlit app for analyzing tweets and the features requested. Let me start by creating the main app file and then the requirements file. So you see it's working, right? You see here, app underscore tweets.py. So that is the file name I chose. It's right in the code here. Maybe I'll make it bigger for you. You can see like this AI getting the work. Okay, so it's doing a lot of stuff. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but I hope it works. Okay, so the file looks done. Now it's doing requirements.txt. So it wrote some requirements. And now it's writing some more text for me. Let's see what it's saying. Perfect. I've created your Streamlit tweet analysis app with all the features you requested. Here's what the app includes. And it includes all the stuff I asked for. Has the key components, app tweets.py, requirements.txt. It even tells you how to run the app, right? Install dependencies, pip install -r requirements.txt, and run the app. Streamlit run app tweets.py. Awesome. So not done yet. So notice like in the code editor area, there's app tweets.py, and it's all in green. And there's requirements.txt, also all in green. And there's a button here to accept or reject. So this is the work the AI did. Now the AI is asking me, do you want me to keep this or like throw it away? And I'm like, I like what you did probably, so I'll keep it. So you can keep it two ways. One is by every single file, you can click accept one at a time. Click accept and click accept like that. I find it easier to go in the chat here, and the bottom of the chat, it'll say accept all right there, and just click that. So now you accept all, the green's gone away. See, it's just like dark background now. And also it's saved the files to your computer. So they're now edited and they're saved. And now we can run the file. So to run the app, it gave us two steps, right? It said first to install dependencies. So pip install -r requirements.txt. Where do you type that? Well, you type it in the terminal. So let me close the chat here. And now in the terminal, I'll do that install command. So let me install the packages I need to run the app. So the command is pip. So pip is, I think, Python installation package or something. So basically, this is the software that installs Python packages for you. And what it does is it basically goes to the internet, finds the Python package you ask for, downloads it, and puts it on your computer. So pip. And then you tell pip what to do. So pip, I want to install stuff. So pip install. Okay. Install what? Well, install everything in this requirements file, right? Streamlit, pandas, numpy. Okay, so I'm telling it read the file and install everything in it. So to tell it to read a file, the command in the pip terminal is -r. Okay, so that's to read. And then you give it the file name, which is requirements. So I'll type req, and then the nice thing about the terminal, if you did everything right, I can hit tab right here. It'll complete the name of the file for me. So no need to type the whole file name, just the first couple letters and hit tab. So pip install -r requirements.txt. I'll hit enter. And now it's going to go ahead and download whatever you download and install it. Now for me, I've had Streamlit and pandas and numpy for years, so it didn't do much. For you, maybe did some downloading and some work here. Okay, so if that works, then the next thing is to run the app. So how do you run the app? Well, I forgot the command, so I'll just go back to the chat here. So toggle AI pane. And the run the app command was Streamlit run and then app tweets.py. Okay, I could do that. So I'll go to my terminal and I'll type Streamlit, right? That is the package we installed. And then run. And then the name of the file, which is app underscore tweets. I'll just put the first couple letters, hit tab, and that's it. And I hit enter. And if everything worked, the app should open it in my web browser. And it did automatically. Look at that. Ah, and there's our app. Isn't it beautiful? It says top tweets, just like I asked for. Upload a CSV file with tweet data to analyze engagement, rank tweets by popularity. Cool. And then some other junk there. All right, let's see if I can actually drag and drop. So let me put the web browser over here. And let me clear up my desktop. Okay, so I think I have some tweet files here. Yeah, okay. So if you see here in this folder on the left side, I got some tweets. And here's some tweets by Elon Musk from 2025, 123. So that was January 23rd, 2025. That was after Trump got elected. So we'll take those Elon Musk tweets and let's drag them into this area here, which is drag and drop files. Okay, so it says file uploaded successfully, found 1,004 tweets. Let me make that big again, scroll down. Tells you some things about the tweets, the number of tweets, the average favorite count, average views, the engagement, average, max, min. And here's my tweets. I got the engagement rate, I got the favorite count, I got the views. And the most popular tweet Elon Musk had was a reply to someone named Kyle Man, which is a laughing face. So even more, if you go down here, it gave me some other stuff, right? Top 5 most engaging tweets. And this is like number 1 with an engagement of 0.0864. If I click down here, has the tweet, has the favorites, the views, and engagement. So this is stuff I didn't ask for, right? It like wrote extra code for me to make the app even better than I thought. So when I did this a week ago, it didn't do this. It just made the table and that was it. So I think the AI is actually getting smarter like day by day and doing more and more work for you, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's it. That is how you make a app with vibe coding and cursor. So if you got this far, congratulations, you made your first app.